Should you get into real estate wholesaling, guys? That's the question for today. If you guys like wholesaling or interested in it more, make sure you turn around and like my video here and also subscribe to my channel. I get that question a lot. It's funny, I actually get it from investors that have been doing it for many years as well as beginners. You know, I get people that are just fresh out of a seminar or have read a book or watched a couple of videos on YouTube or whatever on things. And then I get other seasoned investors that maybe have been buying and holding most of their life or fixing the properties up and rehabbing them. I actually had one of my students in my coaching program here recently that does multifamily. Okay, actually two partners together in multifamily, and they're like, hey, we'd like to spin up a wholesale business as well. I say, that's cool, okay? Nothing wrong with that. You know, going to this question, you know, really, should you do it? I think there's some things you really got to look at. Number one, I think you've got to really look at is understanding what is it that you really want, okay? What is it you truly want out of this business? And I find that there's a lot of people out there that say, you know, for instance, yeah, I really want to wholesale. And a lot of times they say that because they just want to chase the money, okay? And that's not a good reason to go into any business decision, okay? Just to chasing the money component. So eliminate that one, okay? The other thing that I see a lot of people do is they say, I want to do wholesaling because that's a lot easier. You know, there are some parts that are easier, but I can tell you this, it's a lot of work, okay? There's no question about it, especially if you're doing it yourself, there's a lot of work to this. So what I really look at, guys, is for you to get in this position where you really, you know, to get to that decision, if you really want to do this, I think it comes down to really your needs, okay? Now get this. So, for instance, okay, if you're in a position where, you know, your cash component of you know, what you're doing right now is good, and you don't really need that, what I call money coming in the way of chunks, okay? Chunks of cash coming in. You don't need that on the side of things. And then maybe wholesale is not for you on that. Maybe you just want to go into long-term buy and hold model on things, and that's what you want to do. But a lot of times, you know, you're not sure on that. And then I see a lot of people try to build this in reverse too. So what they'll do is they'll say, hey, Jerry, I'm going to get into or I want to get into real estate. And then what they want to do is they want to go ahead and do rentals first, but they don't have today's cash needs taken care of. Because a lot of times people come in and they think rentals are the solution to things. And guys, there's nothing wrong with the rentals, but the problem is, a lot of times that doesn't take care of today's cash needs. So for instance, if you're in the position where you need, you know, $10,000 a month for your monthly expenses, your living expenses, your, you know, ability to pay yourself, your home, and all this type of things here, maybe be in a position too to have some money for marketing in your business and things like that. You know, can you get it from the rental side? You can't, but the problem with that is, guys, it's really tough on that, because if you have like one turn or something to be done on a rental property, bam, all your cash flow can be gone. Or if a tenant doesn't pay, or multiple ones that don't pay, that just can go evaporate just like that. So it's hard to do that. So I always say, don't try to build your financial empire in reverse, okay? Take care of today's cash needs first, then start building your wealth on things. I think it's okay to do a balance of, you know, wholesaling and buying and holding, okay? But just get that clarity on things, all right? Because that's going to answer your question, really, if you should get into this wholesale business or not, is what do you want this business to do for you? Do you need cash now, or do you want to build for future wealth? Obviously, the goal is to get to the point where you're doing both, but most people get that in reverse. If you're looking at cash now, and you're willing to put in the work, okay? I'm not saying you have to continue to do all the work yourself as you grow, you know, just like I teach on things, you know, in regards to building out teams and putting in processes and overall operating system, you can build this thing out. But you got to really get clear on that. If that is, that you need to, if you want to build a cash focused type business, what I call chunk money coming in to basically allow you to live on, be able to operate on your business every single month, then wholesaling might be a great option for you on things, okay? And then what you got to look at is if that's the case, then you got to get very focused on creating that where it's a continued consistency type revenue every single month, okay? And then you want to get it to the point, you're going to have some fluctuations, but you want to get to the point where overall you're continuing to increase your revenue, like with any business, as you scale it out on things, okay? So those are some of the really basic things I think you have to answer if you're going to really look at the wholesale side. And then the other component is, as you look at this and start building it out, is to really look at building it into a business and just not something that you're going to constantly do yourself by running from property to property over and over again, okay? So guys, I hope this helps out on things. I hope that you got some value out of this, and I hope that gives you an idea what direction to go on this here. Obviously, guys, it's an opportunity where you can really create a heavy cash flow business. And when I mean cash flow, it's real cash flow. It's chunk money, not just money coming in from rentals that you're going to set aside and not sure if you can even spend it or not. This is real cash. You can bring in every single month and continue to live off of it and build your business. Thank you so much for being on here today. If I gave you value to that, guys, give me a big thumbs up. And then also, guys, if you would like more information about wholesaling and other related areas to that side of the business, make sure you guys jump in and watch my other videos here, because I provide a lot of content here. And we'll catch you on the next one.